Did I do the title? Okay, I did. Alright, I'm just gonna let everyone come into the stream and I will do the announcements. Welcome everyone, hello. Miku, thank you for the tier 1. Thanks for 3 months. You start streaming as I start playing. What's Party Animals? Welcome everyone. Yeah, if that's okay, Pingu. Sense pick for Doom Eternal. So I'm just gonna let a few more people join before I talk about the announcement. It's nothing like crazy, but I'm pretty happy with it, and I've only talked about it on the Raw Input Discord so far, so thank you for the 7 months there. Welcome. Benchmark announcements. Alright, well, you've spoiled it now. Placement of artisan dots. Here you go. This is the WL Mouse Ying. It's like basically the OP one. It's a clone. How are you? I'm going okay. I know I said I was going to stream consistently, and I meant it. But I got pretty sick, and now my PC is starting to explode. So, yeah. We'll see how long I can stream for. But there is a decent chance, and it might not happen, but there is a decent chance that my PC will just like shut off while I'm streaming. We'll see what happens, but has been pretty good today, so I'm hopeful. Goroval, welcome. Just kind of tell you I love your vids. I won't stop making content, don't worry. I'm actually working on attention management guide at the moment, which I'm pretty excited to get out because, I don't know, it's a topic I think isn't really talked about very much while also being really, really important. So I'm on a soft, T-John. Thank you for the prime sub as well, Gorofel. Okay, I'm doing the announcement now so we can get to playing. So I assume most people in the chat are familiar with the voltaic benchmarks. These are mine. This is a project that me and Pingu have been working on for about a week now. And my main goal going into it was just to pick out like scenarios that I thought were really useful for in-game translation and also just fun. This is all stuff that I play because it's fun. Minho Ames, thank you for the tier 1. Why are there no Pingu scores? I know, I really want Pingu to try the benches. Hey Adora, do you have a game on today? True be true. So yeah, these are the benchmarks. So far I have advanced and intermediate, and I'm honestly really happy with them. It's been cool getting all the feedback as well. People have been saying they're like really fun to play, really like fresh compared to voltaic. I have a few interesting ideas I think here. So firstly, myself and JD have like our scores listed on the side. It's not like a rank, but it's just something you can shoot for if you want to try and snipe either of us. And then the other thing is that I know people have talked about in the voltaic benches, there's like a really tough jump between intermediate and advanced, because you have to go from master, which is already hard on the intermediate benches, to then harder scores on the advanced benches. So what I've done here is like this rank is a little bit harder than this rank. So if you get to this, you can then go and you probably won't have too much trouble getting this, and it should ease the transition between the two difficulties. That's my idea anyway. But of course it's been a bit of a nightmare to balance, and definitely not refined yet, but I think it's really promising, and yeah, I'm going to keep working on them over the next however long. Can I find these benches? Yes, and for now I'm going to pin them here. Do you reckon for CS2 0 time 99? I think 0, but the time 99 is also really good. It just comes down to preference, really. Do you want something with a bit more speed, or, you know, do you want something that leans into control and does it really well? Oh, and one more thing. For the benches, if any of you play them and want to give feedback, like let's say a score is too hard or you don't like a scenario, there's a little feedback form here. So yeah, that's one of the projects I've got going on at the moment. I hope you'll enjoy. I will be making, I don't know if I should call them novice or beginner, but easier versions of these scenarios for people who are just getting into aim training. What do you all think actually? Does beginner or novice sound meaner? Because I've always thought that like the voltaic benchmarks, they have novice, intermediate, and advanced. And I thought novice kind of sounds mean, but I don't know like what. Beginner is less mean. Okay, I thought so too. So is the cap just the scenario? It's a scenario I haven't made yet. It's going to be, that's Doom. It's going to be this scenario, but larger. And I think getting the size right is really important. But I haven't like gone and made it yet, because I want to carry over the intent of the scenario, right? And what it's meant to do and the kind of adjustments it's meant to force. And if it's too large, it won't like translate. So gonna need a lot of playtester feedback for that scenario and for the easier ones. Thank you for the 5 bits. I wanted to know if your little finger and ring finger touch the mouse pad. They do actually, yeah. Ring, not always, only sometimes, but my pinky is basically always touching, so. Master KXLL, thank you for the Prime sub. If you make a novice / easy, you're going to reduce the amount of scenarios in the bench for it. Maybe, actually. Because I think like you don't really need 3 for all of these, and it's going to be a lot easier on me to make if I don't have to make, what is this, 33 scenarios? What do people think, by the way? And so like what, if we have intermediate and advanced, what is a word for something below intermediate that isn't mean? Because I still really do think like I don't know. Novice sounds so mean to me. Noob benches, no. Hello, Supra. Will there be an AIM-Labs equivalent? No, sorry. I don't think, like, this is not possible to make, this is not possible to make. This would be iffy. No, 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 no. It wouldn't be the same. Starter? Beginner? I thought beginner too. So, we'll see. Future aim god. Apprentice. That's actually really good. I'm writing that down. Thank you. That's really clever. I like that a lot. Thank you. I probably will end up using that. Doesn't make it sound like toxic. Anyway, if anyone wants to try these, they will be pinned. I welcome any feedback about the scenario selection or the difficulty. A lot of these score targets are just me like guessing, so they will be wrong. There's a lot of work to be done still, but I think it's going to be a really, really fun project. Are you a big Pokemon fan? You could try Route 1 Elite 4 Champion. I haven't played any, but Pingu, who did these rank names, has played a lot of Pokemon. So that's why they're all... Oh, what are they again? Towns? I don't remember. Hey, Logic. Towns and colors, yeah. Hey, Jaime. How do I use this benchmark? So there is a playlist code up here. It's on Kovacs. You can just check that in and all of these scenarios should be there. You can play through. Or you can just search for the scenario names. Anyway, yeah, this is one of the things I've been working on, and I haven't announced it yet because I didn't want to get too many people playing it, but I think it's ready. I think it's ready. What's the last scenario missing from intermediate? It is going to be this, but easier. And this sounds cooler than intermediate. Kind of true, honestly. Looking forward to trying it. You reckon 66M could be limiting in some scenarios? Here it would be an advantage, I think, overall. In some scenarios, for sure. I personally wouldn't play... Like, there's no one sensitivity I would use for every scenario. Okay, I think that's all I've got to say. If anyone has any questions about them, feel free to ask and I'll answer throughout the stream, but... Okay. Yeah, super excited though. It's been really fun. Really, really fun to work on. Oh, Swans, you are not in luck if you think these are coming out in 2 weeks. Did you play Doom Eternal? Yes, and I loved it. I have beaten base game like 4 times and DLC at least once.
Their directive was clear. What would you have us do?
I'm skipping this, I don't care. Are you speedrunning? God no. First playthrough. Do you think change like 400 DPI to 28 to 2.4 is a massive change if I was playing whole life on computer adjust? Not long at all, honestly. You'll learn a new sensitivity like so quickly, especially if it's that small of a change. I feel like most of the perceived differences for a change like that are purely mental. Like you're trying to evaluate like, oh, is my sensor wrong? How has it changed? I need to let... I watched a video about the speedrun. It's so cool. I can't believe they've found so much speed tech in like a week, 2 weeks. Hey Niche, welcome. How have you been? Let me know how volume is, by the way. Because I swear, there have been like shadow updates to this game. Because I saw a thing about like shadow difficulty changes. Like there was no patch notes, they just changed it apparently. And I think they've adjusted the default music volume like relative to the game. That might be in the patch notes actually, I don't know. Little quiet. Are you gonna try Splitgate 2? I will. I haven't tried it yet. I was going to. I booted it up and then the servers were gone. So I saw that something happened with Splitgate at I forget what the show's called. That gaming convention thingo. Fuck you. That was on last night, I think. And I saw that people weren't happy about it, but I don't know what it was. Your hat that said make FPSs great again. Oof. Did he make them great again? Was it a good show? VR announcement with a $100 skin bundle? No. Hey Warlock, welcome. Battle Royale, Splitgate Battle Royale. That's not doing anything for me, I'm sorry. I like it could be really good. The game looks really good. I just don't care about the PR. Like, that's not what I'm playing the game for. Hey JD, by the way. How are you? Imagine this game with Doom Eternal movement. Honestly, I feel like some merging of the two combat systems would be so good. Because, like, Eternal has a lot that I really like. I like how nimble you feel in that game. I like how quickly you can change between weapons and how dynamic the fights feel because of it. Jesus Christ. But then I like this game's like hand alternating system where your shield is doing one thing and your... I have to watch a cutscene again. Shield is doing like one thing and then your gun hand is doing a different thing. I thought that was really cool. And I would love to see like a merge of the two. Why there's so many? Fuck. Did you calibrate the skill? I did, and the hard part was there were a lot of scenarios that had like 2 players and it's like me and someone else and I don't know what I'm meant to do with that. I don't know how I can calibrate for ranks that I have not been in like 4 years based off of only my own scores. So some things are going to be very wrong. I'm not doing good. Why can't I charge these guys? FU 909. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I probably will lower that one like,
The gate will open now.
I don't know, next thing. So are they not taking headshot damage? Because these guys are usually like a one-hit headshot. And this is a bit more than one. It's like stuck. Okay, that one still died in one headshot, so I don't know what was up with those guys. Are there any announcements from the game convention thing you're excited about? Lies of P. Lies of P DLC. The Shadow Drop. The only problem is that I haven't beaten the base game, so I can't really start the DLC. But I don't know, I love Lies of P. I'm so excited to just play more and have more, you know, waiting for me when I'm done with the base game. And the Resident Evil I'm actually pretty keen for. It looks really good. I'm on the WL Mouse Ying. I don't think you have to finish the game to get to DLC. That's actually cool. I didn't know that. I'm working on changing my my grip style from fingertip to palm claws. My main game now is CS2. Do you have any suggestions for learning mechanics with a new grip? Previously, because of fingertip, all my macro adjustments given my fingers. I think when learning claw grip, you should try and maintain some fingertip adjustments. I've had to go to that actually. So when I started, I was like full claw. I would micro with my wrist only. Now I have a bit of range of motion with my fingers, and my mouse still makes contact like here and here while adjusting with my fingertips. I think you should keep that, and I think you should try and find a claw grip that works for that. Like, you know, the way I hold the mouse, this is all like fingertip adjustment, you know? And like, it's a pretty wide range of corrections. And also, you can play fingertip in those games. It's not like impossible, but probably harder. I don't know if I'm keen for anything else though. Pingu. Like, Resident Evil looked really good. Lies of P. I don't really remember what else was there. How's the tension release vid coming along? Pretty good. Pretty good. I was working on it more earlier. I have, I think, 7 minutes fully edited out of 16. And that's good for me. You know, that's good progress. I have to re-record some of the voiceover and, you know, fix some other issues with the video that I'm not happy with right now. I ended up rewriting it like, oh, I don't even want to think of how many rewrites I've done. A lot. But I think it's in a it's finally in a state where I'm really properly happy with the script. I think it's really tight. I think it ties into each other really well. And then the editing as well is really complementing the visuals. Hang on. No, I'm not gonna show it on stream. I don't know if I have sound. But I have figured out a few things I can do that help get ideas like, you know, how tension can gradually increase over longer and shorter periods of time across. And conveying that visually was pretty tough because I can't just like show my arm tensing more. And that feeling of losing control mechanically can come from a bunch of different things. So I wanted to make it very obvious that it was tension in those examples, and I think I did a good job with it. It's tough though. It's a really tough concept to get across because there are so many elements, and like something as foundational as like Donna 612 game of a good stream. See you, JD. Next time I'll stream Overwatch so you can watch. I'm sure you'll be so interested in that. What was I saying? Yeah, it's tough because something as foundational to the topic as like different muscle groups like utilize tension differently and also independently of each other has so much like prerequisite info to get across, because like someone who is, you know, really into the topic will understand that statement as I say it, you know. It was a bit of a click moment for me and it didn't need any further explanation because it was like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. I don't have a shield yet. But what about if someone doesn't know what tension management is, or doesn't know what muscle groups are when it comes to aiming and how they interact, you know? There's a lot of setup that needs to go into that video. Would it be good to run through some training benchmark with a new grip? I don't train. I think so. It's it's how I always adjust to new like peripherals or settings. Helping a Kovacs for a little. Delinquent Raven, hello. Thank you for the extra 100 bits, reasons. Where can we learn about that? Like tension management? I am working on a video. Give me like a week and a bit. Do you think that changing mouse pads is often tougher for aiming than changing mice? 100%. And I feel like this kind of surprises a lot of people, but I'm so dead. For me, a change in skates can be more like significant than a change in mice. Which doesn't like sound right, you know? It's like skates cost how much? Like $3? And then they're changing more than a mouse, which is like the main thing people think of when it comes to like, you know, aiming peripheral. Depends how different the mice are. How different, sort of. How good, yes. But there's a threshold where I'm fairly confident I could do pretty well on anything. And that threshold is a lot lower on mice. Like obviously it still matters to go higher, but in terms of price point, like 0.5 kg brick, yeah, that's what you start pushing it, you know. Have you ever tried ones like the Raisin I got MM712? MM710, yes,
Here,
not 12.
This layer has reached the cliffside barracks.
Artisan dots are ridiculous on the Raiden. Actually wholeheartedly agree, skates have made... It's crazy, isn't it? Because people never talk about it as like an actual upgrade. It's like, yeah, you know, you can get some aftermarkets if you want. I don't want to play with flex skates anymore. Ever. I don't know why I would choose to when they're so much worse. And you know, I'm sure it sounds overdramatic, but it's true, anyway. What skates would you recommend for the open 1AK and a glass pad? I think Ren Sports are my personal favorite. I like the smoothness they offer. Ultra Glide speeds are pretty good too though. But they don't last as long. I wouldn't recommend the common recommendation, which is just like, what is doing that? Feels like the common recommendation is just like the Obsidian Pros. I don't like them at all. I think they're not very good. So yeah, I would kind of avoid those ones. OMG, it's been so long since I finished the game now, I can't even remember the level. Didn't it come out like last month? I thought it's only been like a month. Speedrun it. I feel like I'm not really getting how some of the enemies work. I thought that was a chill guy. Your turn to be skates and not it. I don't like them at all. I'm asking recommendations for more control. That's tough because I feel like controlled glass skates just don't really. I don't know. Controlled skates on glass, sorry. I haven't been impressed with like any of them. How do Ultra Glides compare to Jades? The Ultra Glide speeds are the ones that are like comparable, and I prefer them personally, but only by a little. They're pretty close. Is that reaching? No. Speeds and Jades are basically identical to the feel. Yeah, I think I agree with that. I thought they were one-to-one clones, but there definitely is. Like, what's happening with that guy? Am I damaging him? I don't know. Feels like the eyes and sounds is in color. 100% in the first 2 days of release. It's crazy. Hello, Spectre, and thank you for the follow. You think it's about trying the OP1K AKV2? I think if the weight difference sounds appealing to you, then maybe. But the OP1 like 4K is a very good mouse. You really don't have to worry if you've got one. I don't think there will be much that's like a. I want to figure out this. That's not this enemy that I'm confused with. I really don't think there'll be much that's like a super substantial upgrade. If you want my differences in the WLSE more interesting. More interesting, yes, but also like, what, 3 times the price? I don't think this mouse is a very good deal, personally. Unless you're like an OP18K super fan. I don't regret getting mine. But I definitely don't think it was like, I don't know, a big enough upgrade to warrant the price. There we go. So does parrying... Yeah, okay, parrying makes them like mortal. Are there any peripherals you do regret getting? It's tough. A lot of the worst ones I've gotten have been sent to me. And I feel like when you, like the peripherals that stand out as being particularly bad are the ones you feel the hole in your wallet from. So there are definitely ones that are bad, but I haven't bought them, thankfully. Focus Ambition might be... Because I paid like $80 for that mousepad, 80 AUD. and it's just not very good. Very underwhelming. And now I see it getting sold for like genuinely $20. And it's like, well, why the fuck did why did I spend my money early, you know? That was when I definitely felt maybe not ripped off by, but hard done by for sure. $80 to $20. It was like a year after too. So it wasn't even like so old it's out of date. It's just like nobody was getting it because it was not good enough. It's so hard when you're asked to review a product and been sent them, but then you have to be honest. That's like, I struggle with that. I had a feeling for a long time that people just like didn't want to see any kind of negative video from me. So I wouldn't like make the video, and I would go into these like, you know, a company would send me something, but I would say like, if I don't like it, I'm not gonna talk about it. I've seen some people asking about the Ying versus OP1. I like them both. I swap between them both a lot. I think when I'm playing aim trainers, I tend to lean more towards the OP1, and when I'm playing games, I lean more towards the Ying. But right now, it's just like, I'll use the Ying till it goes flat and then swap over. It's not really... I do think I play better with the Ying in games, but it's not, you know, the OP1 doesn't feel bad. And yeah, the value proposition is just like not there for the Ying at all. Amo. Do senses feel any different? I don't know, and that's what I'm struggling with actually, because there is something about the OP1 that makes me prefer it in Krevax, and I don't know what.
That lift will take you
Specifically
down.
for
We're not
like tracking,
far now.
actually, I should say. So, I don't know what, and I've been thinking like, is it sensor performance? Is it the weights? Is it the button grooves? I don't know, and yeah, that's been my... Oh yeah, I have this thing. My conundrum with this mouse is that I just don't know why I like it less than the OP1 for Kovacs. And yeah, I'm getting sent a Zero mouse. I might not do a review of it. Optimum said like no expectations for a review, but I am gonna give it a good like proper go, and if it's interesting and I like it, I definitely
Enhance your
will
weapons
talk
inside
about
the
it.
forge.
And yeah, I'm really keen to try it. Is this much of a trusted vendor? 100%. I buy from there fairly often, not quite all the time, but you know, there are a lot of things that like only they sell in Australia, so yeah, they're not scammers or anything. Is my mouse out yet? Oh, it's you, Ivan. No, sadly. I I don't know if I'd ever like go about that, honestly. It's fucking scary making a product like that. Like,
Picking
it's
up high
scary
levels of
enough
demonic presence
publicly
and force.
endorsing a product and having people, like, when I make an endorsement of something like the OP1, I make it with the knowledge that like some people will try it because I recommended it and then not like it, you know? And I don't know how that feels for them. I know some people feel like betrayed or let down or whatever if they don't like it. And I feel like that would be a lot worse if it was my mouse, you know? Because it's something I have developed. It's not just me putting my name behind a brand. It's like, I am that brand. Plus, I don't really have anything like super crazy that I'd want to do. I can't hit the barrels. Yeah, I don't really have anything like super original or creative that I'd want to do with a mouse, so I don't know what direction I would like take that project in. Jesus Christ. Orbital collab. They want to do one actually. They want to do like custom shape packs. So maybe like me or Matty or something will design a shape and they can sell it for their mouse. And I think that would be really cool. I'm quite keen for that, honestly. You give us an opportunity to try something when we don't know what to try. I don't feel bad about it. No one's gonna say it's your fault. Oh, but people do. I know that this is like not a common opinion and that most people don't do this. But there definitely are that do, and probably more than you would expect given how like absurd it sounds to be mad at someone for recommending a product that's like objectively fine but you didn't like. I get it if it's like they're advertising the product and it's not at all like what it was. Like they're talking about it as if it's something and it's not, but I don't think I've done that. Make the videos you want to make. Oh, I do, don't worry. I just don't make the mice I have no strong opinions about making. Have you ever tried Quake 3? A little. My dad played Quake as a kid, and I would sometimes like, you know, hop on the computer and try. There was one day I remember it. Holy shit! Okay. My bad. There was one day where I was sick and I stayed home from school. So now you take your time. And then, yeah, when I was home, I played the whole Quake 3, like single player, the whole thing in a day. And I remember the final guy fucking destroying me. The one who used like the railgun on the really long range map was a formative moment for me as an FPS player. Would have been like 7. Where's the Yeah, very fond memories of that game. I haven't really played it much recently. It's obviously not alive in Australia. I was like, surely there's a phase 2, but I doubt it after that. Zero is so hard. That was such a cool fight though. Like the atmosphere of it, I love it. Do you think that arena shooter is helping this one? Yeah, I think so. It's a very mechanically taxing genre of games, and has way less like downtime than, you know, something like Apex. Even though Apex also demands a lot of, you know, intense aim, it doesn't really do it as often. Game looks a lot harder now. Do you like the difficulty changes? I think so. I was playing a little off stream just to warm up again because it's been a couple weeks. And when I was like locked into a fight, I felt way more engaged, I guess. I think it's a net positive, but I think they need to add back the 5
mine is
HP
open.
buffer. Like in Doom Eternal, when you got hit and killed, you'd go to 5 HP and get some iframes. You still go to 5, but the iframe window is like smaller or not there or something, and it, you know, a lot of the time I would just die and not really know what happened. I wish I had the opportunity, more opportunity to play Quake. You can always get some buddies together. I think that's the good thing about it being such like small play account modes. Is like, yeah, you can get friends together to play relatively easily compared to other games. Oops, what did I do? I already have it. We should play Quake Duel somehow. Oh, I don't know how to play Duel. I definitely am not the person to ask for that, sorry. I think it's a cool mode, but I've never learned it. Yeah, I followed you a while back seeing game training scores. Game scores in YouTube video. Welcome. Like he inspired me to put almost 1,000. Holy shit, when did you start? Because I haven't been making videos for very long. Run but clan arena. LG only? Yeah, that's my kind of clan arena or like, yeah, lightning gun. I can do. Anything else? No thank you. And I'm not good with like projectiles. It's a whole new skill I would have to learn. Lol Smite Dota 2, welcome. We saw what happened when you spent an hour with the TF2. Yeah, I did okay, but I feel like that's like translated skill more than me being good at the skill. I need to shoot. I first started MNK like 2.5 years ago and started training right away. I saw the video. That's cool. How do you think it's like impacted your progression as a player? Like, because you know, I started aim training 5 years ago now maybe, but that was still like 8 years after I started playing FPS on PC. And I've always wondered like, what would it be like to kind of learn with aim trainers, if that makes sense? You saw the airshot count. Okay, but that's not exactly fair. Like, I've played TF2 before, you know, on the Minecraft, like, trade servers. I can't shoot bash, though. Zero soft, yep. I probably should have my command set to say zero soft at this point. For some reason, this game is reminding me of Elden Ring. 500 hours in 5 months. I have started playing it, and I'm using a mod that makes the parrying work like Sekiro, and I'm really enjoying it, but haven't beaten it yet. I think I see what you mean. The kind of vibe of the levels. Combat's a bit different though. Any interest in Night Rain? Will you play it with me? I do have a little bit of an interest in it. I have had this video idea for a while. And I don't know if I've talked about this on stream before actually. For a bit now, I've wanted to make a more, I don't know, general video about other games because I play a lot of stuff that isn't FPS. And there are a lot of mods that I think are really fucking cool that aren't talked about enough in, you know, discussion-focused gaming videos. Stuff like FTL Multiverse, Fallout London, Slay the Spire Downfall. And I think a video like going over some of those would be really cool. But I wanted to do the juxtaposition of like mods that feel like full games and then full games that feel like mods. And Elden Ring Night Rain kind of has that vibe to me of like, this looks like a passion project a modder came up with. And that's not a bad thing. I think it's really cool that they're taking more liberties with the franchise. But yeah, that was kind of my rough idea for the structure of that. And I don't know if that'll ever become a thing. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I am interested in the game. What about Wolfenstein? Is this just asking me if I've played it or like how it fits into that structure? Hey, Mishira. I want to play Fallout London, but I don't think there's any mod lists for it. It is the mod list. That's the whole like...
Power activated. 2 more switches.
Absolutely. Welcome. Greet you. Did you solve the PC crashing issue? No, we are gambling right now. There is a decent chance, not 100%, but a decent one, that my PC will just shut off at some point, and that's when I'm gonna end stream. Assuming I don't end before. Come on, break. Let me through. Why wasn't it breaking? I guess it wasn't done enough. But yeah, that's my plan. We'll see what happens. Absolutely. Thank you for the tier 3. I think you're my first tier 3 sub. I owe you a VOD review now. You can request a VOD review from me on my Discord server. It's one of the benefits for tier 3 subs that I set up. I don't know if you subbed because you saw it or... I don't even remember if I've written it down yet, but yeah, there you go. You should have access to the VOD review channel. It's cool. Thank you. Okay, I guess I didn't cheat enough. Oh, I didn't know. Well, there you go. Yeah, there should be a chat in my server if you want to request one. Hey, question, can you link in that video? SOS said somewhere, but I can't find it. It is on my Patreon, but it's free. I will link it actually. I'll save you the trouble of going through that UI. Okay. What's your VOD process? Like, do you have a benchmarks or gameplay? I'm happy to do either. Most people just send me Kovacs VODs, but yeah, I'm happy to have a look at like a deathmatch VOD or something. And I try to pick out trends in your mechanics, like, and then what underpins those weaknesses. So I don't just want to be like, you're undershooting your micro adjustments and say nothing else. It's like, why is that happening? You know, are you not using enough tension? Are you using incorrect muscle groups? That's kind of been my approach. Will you become tier 3 sub? I mean, if you do, I'll give you an AirVod review for sure. I think I'll be quite good at it too. I've played that scenario like way too much. Today's mouse. WL mousing. Have you heard of the game? I have not. Am I stupid? How do I get up there? Maybe from here. A double take. It's about Grandmaster. Yeah, but some of them are definitely like overtuned. um I like I said, I played them and then went like, okay, I'm gonna put this a bit lower than what I got. And that varies from like actually being Grandmaster to being like well above. So yeah, it was a little scuffed, and I'm sorry for the pain you had to go through to get complete. Did I not grab the pack? Ram, two others and I in a Evoltech prison for 2 weeks. No other sends except for individual bots. Play other air scenarios, at least for sure. I'd only have 100-ish FPS. What rank is that in? If I reach Grandmaster in Kovacs and stop playing it and only play like Apex Legends, would I lose mechanical skill over time? For me personally, I did. I got a little bit worse. Not much, and I stayed sharp, you know. But in terms of like raw mechanics, yeah, I did lose a bit of that. It wasn't like I was awful, but worse. I know I'm out of use issue, but thank you. I keep forgetting. Same with all the other new weapons, honestly, just because it's so much harder to swap now. What mouse pad are you on? I'm on Zero Soft. So then what a wool score is equivalent to? About Master, but I don't know. What CPU/GPU are you running? I've worked through major GPU driver issues. I have the 9950 X3D and a 4080. So I don't think I'm getting like the 50 series driver issues I've had a lot of discussion about. I don't know if that's what you're like having issues with as well, but yeah, I don't think that's what's going on for me. I think it's like something is dying. It's either my RAM or what you call it? Or GPU. Most powerful CPU. Yep, I saw that it came out and I saw it addressed all of my issues with their previous version of the same design of CPU. And I'm like, okay, I need to get this. It wasn't like a crazy upgrade for gaming, but for like productivity, it's been so good. Oh, AMD auto update, thank you. That is one of the downsides with the CPU, is that I need AMD software running always, and it drives me a little insane. Okay, I'm gonna look for that's the tell, isn't it? Yeah. It's gotta be about to die, right? No? Okay. Use your chain gun against armored enemies. I think I know what that one is. First time watching your stream, welcome. My GP dying too. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not looking forward to the warranty process. Like, if I have to go through it, I'm not keen. Need SLI back? Yeah, I ran SLI like 770s. Way back. That was so good. I have an old GTX 1650. Thank God you're an Overwatch player. Otherwise, like, you wouldn't be able to play anything on that. Is the thingo still pinned? Benchmarks? Hi Visco, big fan. I've seen all your videos. It's really entertaining. Thank you. Appreciate it. So is that a different way I could go? Or are they like... I also have to go this way to get there. Probably should do this too. Have you ever experienced placebo problems? Because I really didn't play benchmark to everyone talk to people because of it. What type of placebo problems? I actually turned off the AMD software in the background. My PC runs so much better. So this is the annoying thing. These CPUs are kind of like split into two parts. So it's kind of like having a 9800X30 plus a 9800X in the same CPU. And like obviously that's really, really good if you're doing like workstation stuff. But for gaming, you don't want to have the CPUs trying to like talk to each other. You just want one to be playing the game because it's faster, better for latency. Just overall, like that's what you want. The AMD software is how they allocate what CPU should be doing what, if that makes sense. And without it, like your CPU does not run as well as it should have for gaming. As well as it should, I should say. But yeah, it means that I kind of need the software, unless I do a janky workaround, which I have done, but there are bits of the AMD software that you still like do need, unfortunately. The sole purpose of the VT, yeah, it's a shame. Any reason why I didn't work with VT for this benchmark? This was a pretty spontaneous project, and things with VT always end up having to go through a lot of polish and a lot of checking, and I can't, you know, it's a trade-off of like, yeah, it would be more official, it would have more players, but like I don't know if they want it. They already have their own benchmarks, and also I would lose the ability to just like be like, this score target is too hard, I want to change it right now. You can't really do that when it's a project with more than... I mean, right now it's just me for the scores, plus like everyone else's feedback, and then Pingu for the like spreadsheet itself. I tried so quick. Plus I wouldn't be able to make the sheet. True. It would have to be, you know, the Voltaire cranks. Oh, thank you. I just had a laugh about the aim labs rank called the Colts. I think it's them. I thought I could get a parry off in time there. Just like... So this guy has more health than I expect. I need to remember that because otherwise I will just like run at him again and die. I thought I jumped over it. Fuck. Still no super shotgun. I keep forgetting. What's your stream bit rate? I think 7K. It's like the limiting factor with my stream quality is going to be Twitch's encoder that they use and my internet, but I can't upgrade that any further. Okay, there are more fights I can do. $6.8K, not bad. AV1 encoder. I record in H.265, but Twitch doesn't even support that. They just use H.264 still. So, yeah. No AV1, sadly. Thanks, Viscos, because you went 11 and if you want to KO. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. It's I don't know, such a good value offering. That's still the thing that stands out to me the most about that mouse. And like, I know I'm not using it right now, I'm using a clone, but I still probably would recommend the OP1 over this, just because like, I don't know, it's so cheap and so good. Nice video. Are you using artisan dot skates? Yeah, I have artisan dots on like everything. Just everything. What's the boardsy method, by the way? Go? I don't think I'm aware. I saw something here. One thing I will say actually about the difficulty changes is that it has made some gameplay things more obvious. like if you bash the melee button to melee someone, it is very easy to buffer a second input and just like melee twice and die out of the slow-mo. I think it happened just then, actually. Use some cold water laundry powder and scrub it in the bathtub. Yeah, so not liquid soap, although I know some people do use that. It's powder. Sprinkle a bit, put the pad in the bath, wash it. The shapes are comfortable, even for me, and I got big hands. How big are your hands actually? Because I've heard people say they have like, I don't know, 20 by 10 and the OP one still feels comfortable. I'm curious, like how far can that be pushed? Can someone with like 22 by 11 hands use it? 20 by 50? I don't know. Glad you like it though. It's always nice to hear when someone gets something off of my recommendation and they're like really positive about it. Nice feeling. Okay, surely this time. I swear they've increased like the music volume. I've had a couple issues with the music, like, I don't know, transitioning between songs really weirdly. But other than that, I feel like it's a lot more punchy this play session. So fucking close. After my Skype hack, I can still firmly say zero supremacy. What was it like going back to the zero from Skypad? Because I know a lot of people have troubles like adjusting to having like anesthetic friction, basically. I think I'm just gonna be OC peripheral dealers. We do have quite a collection. Using today. Extra plastic hard pad. I used to use the G440 because that was his mouse pad, you know. He got them like custom made in a larger size because he liked it so much. Yeah, that was one of my first ever mouse pads. I wonder how fast it is compared to like, you know, modern speed pad offerings. I have a black Zero Soft. Is orange different? A little different. Not like, I don't know, to the extent that like the black is like horrible and the orange is so much better. But you probably could convince me that they were different mouse pads. Um, fucking hell. Would be good though. Moving from 0 to Skypad was pretty easy, but just because I use separate aim styles with both, use my normal fluidity and height. That makes sense, yeah. Which one do you think you do better with in games? If I become the next shot, do you think artists would make me a key at either? They'd have to, surely. I really play CS2. I think the black was like a safer option for CS2. I think the orange is more versatile and better at a variety of games, and I personally preferred it for Counter-Strike as well. But, you know, I do like faster mouse pads for CS. I think the quickest way I can summarize the differences is by saying that the black one is like a little bit slower and a little bit smoother. I want to melee him. Okay. That was unfortunate. I should have shield charged him, but like I was going for the finisher and just got blocked. I've been on Skypad for about 3 months. That makes sense, honestly. I think if I were to play on Glasspad for a little, I would still go back to cloth for tack shooters. Because I don't know, I just could not adjust to it in those situations. Like Apex finals, I was getting it, and then anything else, not. Even Overwatch I found pretty tough, and I know like Overwatch is one of the favorites. For like faster mouse pads, I should specify. That's the wrong gun. Okay, that's why you're telling me to use the super shotgun. I get it now. This level seems hard. That was a tough fight. That was really good though. I can definitely feel the difficulty increase, and I think I prefer it. It feels more in line with what my first playthrough of Eternal was. The super shotting actually got nerfed in the patch that made the game harder. It definitely is still strong. Can I not damage him right now at all? Oh. Yeah, I don't know how they changed it either, just that they nerfed it. gotta be low. Surely. Okay. Is the eating the exact same as the OP1? Not exactly, actually. It's a little different, and it kind of surprised me. There are more defined comfort grooves. That's the main thing. The grooves like dip inwards a lot more heavily. And that's about it, but it impacts how I grip it a fair bit. But they're basically like, you know, they're pretty close. This is the orange Zero Soft. Do you have a positive or negative opinion on the grooves? I think kind of neutral. I don't know. I don't think they are like a super defining or important factor for me. And I don't really know. I should say button grooves, like here. You still play the finals? Not as much recently, unfortunately. I still really enjoy the game, but there were some modes in Australia, like event modes, that were the only things that were playable for a little, and they really didn't appeal to me. So I haven't been playing as much. And like, yeah, right now it's like what, heavy fights or something? I don't know, and not appealing for me. I definitely will be playing and probably streaming season 7 as well. So I'm looking forward to it, honestly. Oh my god, I got a strobe. Have you ever thought of moving to like NA? I would not move to America right now. But yeah, I have thought about moving overseas, but I'm quite young. I am 20. And like that kind of life decision at this age with not like enough money for it seems unwise to me. It definitely would make things easier. No doubt about it. But I don't know if I can. You know, plans for future me. I've always thought of it. Yeah, Canada or somewhere in Europe seems really nice. I don't actually think I know anyone from Canada, like personally though. Okay. It would cost so much to move the damn mouse pads. That's what you're thinking of. That's like top priority. You're not wrong though. There are like, what, 15 glass mouse pads? I want to move to NA just to get players and games that are dead. Yeah, I have been to America before. And the thing that stood out to me the most, I went to Dallas. It looks like a Gmod map. That was my first impression. And then my second impression was like, oh my god, I hit the Q button on Apex and I found a game in like 5 seconds on 5 ping. That just like doesn't happen here. Queues are long and your lobbies are inconsistent, and you know, sometimes you'll be on like Asia servers with 100 ping and there's nothing you can do about it. It does though, doesn't it? Metavisco's live, welcome. And you'll find the same players over and over again, especially in games that have like low player counts already, or like COD with its like super strict matchmaking ranges. Like I don't know. I want to verse new players. That's why you key to Singapore. And then it's still like worse though. Because you're getting like 110 ping. Which is playable, but not great. And recently on Apex, I don't know what's happened, but my like maximum ping I would get when queuing Singapore is like way higher, way higher. Would you ever would you ever stream Overwatch? I have considered it and I think I would enjoy it. I'm a little scared though, honestly. I have streamed Overwatch before. I don't know if I've told you, Niche, I have like 100 hours in the game. And when I streamed it last time, I had maybe 20. And I got flamed for like not knowing how to like counterpick or some shit, I don't know. And that was a while ago, but it's kind of scared me off streaming Overwatch. I am a lot better now though, and even though I still only play Soldier, I think I can play around. Just mute everyone. It's my chat. Like this isn't in the game, it's in chat. You ever try exit lag? Yeah, actually. I use it a fair bit and it actually does help for me. So
No signs of the demons, Thera.
I played the 3K until it finished for 10 p.m.
We won't have
Good
much
times.
time.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Like chat, sure. Mute chat. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely want to, and it's on my list. I wanna finish streaming this. I wanna stream finals when the new season comes out, and I wanna play Overwatch on stream too. Overwatch is rough though. Like there are some games where you just get like destroyed, and I don't even think this is just a me thing. I think there are just some games that like I don't want to say auto loss, but close to auto loss. And yeah, the strangest my chat has ever been personally was when I was playing Overwatch, so I'm a bit scared of it. I'm sure it'd be fine, but Sense, thank you for the tier 1. Would you ever play R6? I used to actually, but it was always like a casual FPS game for me. I never really played like competitively. So I don't know if me playing Siege X would be particularly interesting. I hate games like Overwatch and League where you feel trapped for a solid 15 minutes. It's worse for me in like Valorant or CS because it's like 40 minutes. And there are some times where like I was watching back my old Counter-Strike clips, and round 1, this person asked me like, yo, you got a mic? And I say hi, and then he says muted, and it's like, well, what the fuck do I do? I have no comms from this guy for like 40 minutes. It was really funny in retrospect though. At the time I was pissed, but like... like frame 1. Valorant and CS randoms is something for sure. Valorant was worse for me, honestly. It drove me crazy. Can you get to Radiant? No. Ignoring the streaming? No, I cannot get to Radiant. I have, again, about 100 hours in that game. I was actually proud of myself. I got to Immortal 1. Yeah, then I stopped playing. I didn't get any further. And I know Immortal 1 isn't like a crazy rank, but I was proud of myself for doing it relatively quickly. Doubles, welcome. It's crazy, I'm silver, go. Yeah, but you like got me in Overwatch though. It evens out. I got the Miku pad with your code yesterday. Thank you. Hope you like it. Great for 100 hours. I need to preface this. I have 3,500 hours in Counter-Strike. I wasn't just like hopping in attack shooters for the first time and like doing really well. Like, I am familiar with the genre. Group 5K? Yeah, I played a lot. I played a lot of Counter-Strike. We should do Overwatch. Move on an Overwatch. What character? What is this, by the way? Why did you say hell? I don't know what game I could get to. I played 7 games last night. Before I played Silver Gold 2. Honestly, I don't know. I have played Valorant in like low ranks. It drove me crazy. Nobody knows what they're doing. Like, this goes Overwatch chat pugs. That'll be fun. I have done in the past game nights on the finals where I get people from chat and we'll play together. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed that. And I wouldn't mind doing something similar with like other games. My worry would be that everyone in my chat wants to play Soldier, I assume. So
Then why didn't she use her
like we're gonna struggle to fill the supports. The support slot.
The true scope of that human's power is unknown to her. The ceremony. It must.
Nobody knows what they're doing until level 3. I don't disagree, but at the same time, there's like a spectrum here, you know, where like, okay, they don't know how to play correctly as a team off of utility. The comms are kind of bad in like Ascendant, but you know, when you're in like gold, like what is a trade? How do I trade someone? What is that? What is an entry frag? Soldier 6v6. That sounds fire, actually.
Close the gate.
Do you pay attention to the story? No. I'm kind of just looking at chat right now. I'm excited about the new Battlefield title. Will you be playing it? And do you think guys can make a decent game? Yes and no to those questions in order. I am incredibly skeptical of the next Battlefield. I know DICE as a studio has what it takes, but I think the direction that Battlefield has been pushed in over the years has been like antithetical to what I enjoy about the franchise. Which is a shame. I know it's just how it is, but I think it could be good. I doubt I will enjoy it as much as like Battlefield 4 or 5 personally. I would love to be proven wrong though. I would love for the game to just be like fantastic. Would you recommend my benchmarks as a good start to aim training and learning? Trying to get into it. So right now, my benchmarks are not like, I don't have one for people who are like brand new. I have one for people who are gold and up in the voltaic benchmarks and one for people who are very experienced. I would recommend trying to get to like gold on the voltaic stuff and then trying mine. I think it also offers a more broad view of your aim compared to mine. Mine are very specialized to like what I personally think is the most valuable, but I know people disagree with me and I don't want to like say, yeah, what I think is the best is the best. Don't play anything else without, you know, having you at least try the other stuff first, if that makes sense. Play chess? I have not played chess in years, honestly. I'm on the WL mouse Ying, by the way. Current dot placement. This is what I got on the Ying. This is what I got on the OP1. I would put them in the same spot, but I won't go there. So you on the same page? FPS chess? I haven't played actually. I've seen it. Let us redeem choose your mouse pad. I might do that for a stream actually. That'll be quite fun, and I have so many now. Oh, you're gonna make me use the breeze. I'm not doing it. Hey guys, I'm currently using this Alexa 2446K. I'm looking for an OLED upgrade. Almost the same price. Asus XG. Okay, let me think. I think that is the QD OLED glossy newer one, right? I want to say yes though. Yeah, if you can get this for cheap, it's really good. This is the new gen QD OLEDs. Delta Force. I did like Delta Force, and I'm sad about what happened to it. I still hold, like... I don't know if they can turn that game around anymore, but I think with the right combination of, like, promising updates and, like, actually good changes to the fundamental gameplay, it was really close. It was really, really close for me to being something really, really good. But I don't think it is, unfortunately. Hit scan or Viper V3. I think it comes down to shape. They're both really good. I personally probably would prefer the hit scan because I think the Viper V3 would be too big for me. Rocket launcher, second gun, F to switch. Okay. Would you ever consider aim coaching? Would people be interested in aim coaching? I'm working on something at the moment. Nothing official. Don't take this as like a it will happen. But it is something I have considered. It's something I have worked towards. But there's a lot of prerequisite. Is that okay if I show it, Pingu? Is that alright? Of course. Okay. So this is what it is, basically. This is what the document looks like, and there are these pages here for benchmarks, which this is all done by Pinguify, by the way. I don't have the skills to create this. Benchmarks, routines, and it's dropped down. So I have a database of scenarios, and that's what's been taking so long. So if you click like air voltaic, it doesn't come up. Why? Do I not have edit perms? What has occurred? It's gonna work here? I'll just show a snippet of the database. There are a lot of descriptions for a lot of scenarios here. And this database is what's taken so long for, like, the preparation phase. What this is meant to do is when you click on the drop down, click the scenario, it will... I did actually. Oh, hang on. Let me pull it up. So, work in progress. Here it is. And you can see here, like, there are descriptions for all of these scenarios. There are GIFs here. I don't know if they're going to load. Yep, they're going to load. So this is what's been taking so long. And even though I've been asked so much about coaching, it looks fantastic, right? Like, I know this is like I'm part of the coaching person, the creator, but I didn't create this document. I don't know how to do this. It's fucking awesome. It's so cool. It's so, so cool. And yeah, this has been my task. Writing all of these, getting the VODs, and yeah, my goal is to have this so like I have just a database of like 300 scenarios and I can just go like, okay, I want to make you a playlist, click, 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 done. Yeah, I don't know. I'm quite excited for the project. No promises. It might never happen, but yeah, this is in the works. Ready to get a degree in aiming at the end of this. Well, that's what the write-up is for, which is incomplete here. Anyway, this is work in progress. I'm not gonna give dates or a definitive thing. I also don't know what to price all of this at because like obviously this is a lot of work, right? Like it's not like a hop into a call for an hour, have a chat, never talk to you again. Like this is a lot of a lot of work. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. People definitely seem interested though, so where do you get your Windows cursor from? Also from Pingu. I think it's an OS cursor.
Alert. 2 Hellcats detected.
I don't know where to find it though, sorry. Do you not like Final Mouse? I have my issues with Final Mouse. I think their products are generally okay. But overpriced. And I also don't like how they go about marketing them. I had a video about the Starlight 12, which I don't think is up anymore. But I talk a bit in that about how like, you know, they were the first company to kind of push the... They were the first company to kind of bend the truth when it comes to, you know, weight margins or claims about sensor performance. Like, you know, maybe it's advertised as 35 and it's actually 41.
We'll be clear to get one of those Atlins working again.
I have no issue with their products though. Besides like quality control stuff, I think the stuff they make is pretty good generally. Yes, Major is starting, so I like. Enjoy. I might watch once I'm done streaming, actually. Has anyone got their hands on the FM Horizon? And I saw someone ask about it earlier. I am kind of disappointed by that mouse pad, like, conceptually. I thought it had the potential to be genuinely really, really cool. Sorry. And what I was picturing for that pad was like a hard surface to put underneath a replaceable piece of cloth. Kind of like, I don't know if the Artisan RM series is like common knowledge. It's not private, they've talked about it, but that is like replaceable surfaces for mouse pads. So you can like buy a mid base and just keep putting mid bases on your like, or different surfaces on your mid base, if that makes sense. You can swap them out. I thought that kind of thing, fuck, I should pay more attention. I thought that kind of thing in mouse pad form, hard pad form would be really cool. So like they send you this piece of glass and like a surface with the fabric, you attach the fabric somehow, and then you can buy different types of fabric or different you know, some weaves within the same fabric and you can try different combinations, that would have been really cool. But it's not that at all. It's, you know, non-replaceable, as far as I know. So you still get the durability problems of cloth and all the problems that having a hard surface creates as well. I feel like it's kind of the worst of both for me. I really don't have any interest in trying it myself. Windows default cursor looks so ugly. I know, I've been changing mine for years to the little, I think it's like a plus in the Windows settings. Yeah, actually years I have been like changing it. And yeah, every time I do like a fresh install or something, one of the first things I do is swap the cursor. All these peripheral questions, no. There is a point where I'm like, too much peripheral discussion. I want to talk about something else. Aim questions, I really don't mind. I kind of see streaming as like, I can't reply to everyone's messages anymore. I kind of see streaming as like, you know, me giving, like if anyone wants to ask me something, they can ask me here instead of like needing to DM me or something to ask me a question about that. So yeah, I really don't mind them. And even peripheral stuff is like, you know, it's a fun it's a fun hobby of mine, and I am honestly very thankful that there are as many people as there are who are also as interested in this hobby as me. Oh. I think yeah, what's your favorite mouse? All of them. Every mouse. I don't know if you already talked about the Pathfinder mouse. I'm a big fan of the Pathfinder. It was one of the few projects that's come out recently that like, you good? Okay. It was one of the few projects that came out recently that actually had like, I don't know, soul behind it, you know? It's not a boring clone, it's not a rehashed shape, it's, you know, properly unique and identity we haven't really seen done before, which, yeah, I thought was really cool. I have one concern, and I haven't used it enough yet to say, but the firmware they're using, and it's still the same as on the pre-release version, to me felt noticeably more delayed. And I haven't used the release version enough to say, but yeah, that's my concern. I don't think it ruins the mouse or anything, but I know their goal was to make it rival something like the OP1 in terms of quality while being modular, and they've gotten close. I don't think they've quite gotten there though. It says movie, not mouse. Wait, what am I? Movie. I actually don't know. How many of you like actively watch a lot of movies? I've been reading a fair bit recently, and I watched the Hunger Games trilogy as well as the new one. I was a big fan of the books as a kid. But I never saw the movies, so those were fun watches, but I definitely haven't seen enough movies to have like a favorite. I don't know if I got the parry or not. I don't think I did. I'm just gonna chill out back here. Yeah, I'm definitely much more of a reader than a movie watcher. Better Call Saul. I know Kingo was a big fan of Breaking Bad, and I think Better Call Saul as well, so maybe. Yeah, I really haven't watched that many movies. I think you'll like it once it gets going. JD likes it a lot too. Oh, I'm sure I will. Honestly, there are a lot of movies that like I probably will like, but it's just that barrier of like, not only have I not seen the movie yet, but I haven't seen a movie in quite a while. Favorite Disney movie? I haven't watched Disney movies in so long. Let me think. Oh, I don't want to say because I'm sure like I watched them all as a kid, and I'm certain that if I were to go back, they would have some like horrible, heinous stuff in them. So, Monsters Inc. was a fucking banger. I'm gonna say Monsters Inc. too. Aliub said thank you for the 3 months. Thank you. All Out Show was a good idea. I actually saw the first episode of that and thought it was pretty good, and then never watched any more of it. Isn't that Pixar? I don't know. I'm not the person to ask. How could you skip out on the Minecraft movie? I skipped on the Minecraft movie. My apologies. Disney Pixar, same thing, same thing. Animated, cool show. What books are you reading? What got me back into it was the Witcher books, actually. I have finished the 2 short stories. They were really good. I'm like honestly kind of surprised by how good they are, because I have read Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit a long time ago, and I'm sure a lot of it was lost on me back then because I was really little. But from what I remember, I prefer the first 2 Witcher books to them by a lot. I think the pacing of having it be short story collection was really cool. I thought a lot of things were set up very well, and the writing style of it is just so, like, I don't know, dense. It was really, really good. Really, really good. Yeah, Witcher books. And then I took a break from them after the 2 short stories to read the new Hunger Games books, because yeah, I was a fan of them as a kid, and I actually enjoyed the new books. I don't know if I'd say they were... I think Ballad of Songbird and Snakes was probably good. The other one was okay. I enjoyed it personally because I like the characters, but I don't know if you could go into it, no knowledge of the series, and think like, yeah, that was a satisfying read. Have you played the Witcher games? I have played a bit of Witcher 3. I actually got further than I realized when I was younger, but I think a lot of the political depth of the game went over my head when I played it. I was also very little. And then I've gone back to play it again recently and been so impressed. It's so good. So yeah, I definitely will finish it. Is that the Ying? It is actually. Witcher 1 gameplays, so I'm not looking forward to it. I'm gonna play them all, I'm pretty sure. But like, holy shit. The old ones look so old. Witcher 3 when you were little? It came out in 2015. I would have been 12 when I played it. Have you read House of Leaves? No. What feedback are you looking for your benchmarks? So everything, basically. There's a little spreadsheet in there which has like a bunch of questions which will do pretty well for prompting, I think. But yeah, honestly, like, what do you think of the score targets? Are the scores balanced? What did you think of the scenarios? Were they too challenging, too easy for you? What do you think of the categories? Just like everything, you know? It's very work in progress. It's been in the works for like a week, and so anything you want to give feedback on, go crazy. Honestly, if it were me, I'd just watch a recap of story walkthrough. I have watched videos about the first two Witcher games, and those videos made me want to read the books. So I think it's only fair that I go back and play them. I know the gameplay is jank, but I do feel like there is a substantial difference to having experienced the story through playing it and experiencing it through even a very good like video discussing it. Like, it won't quite give you the same experience. You know what, I'm sure maybe I'm gonna do and get back to my opinion. Honestly, any opinion is valuable. If it's too hard for you and you're not liking the scenarios, like, tell me. That's good feedback. Can I give feedback by saying it's awesome? Thank you. I highly recommend modding the old ones. I might, honestly. Did you play Cyberpunk? Never beat it. Started playing it again today, actually. And I was quite enjoying it. It was good. Reading books makes me yawn so hard. Can't even read the books that I like. Oh, it's tough. I have this thing with reading where when I get into a book, I am gone. I am dead to the world. Like, I get so immersed in them. Way more immersed than I do in like games or movies even. Like, they're so engrossing for me. But I do think, like, for me, the only times I have not had that happen is when I am just not, oh fuck, I'm so dead. Is when I'm just not like enjoying the book's material or themes or characters, when I'm not clicking with the story. Those have been the only times I've felt like, what is this? What is going on? Those have been the only times I felt like what you said. Where it's like, yeah, I can't like push myself to read because I just want to do something else. It's been cool actually, because like I need to stop going up here because they just like send fucking guys. With every other medium, games, movies, I feel like I have lost some of what I had as a kid, where like I could just lose myself in the story, in the world. And it's incredible to me that my experience with reading, where I just get so lost in it, like, hasn't changed at all. It's so good. Yeah. I hope that's not just the me thing, because it really has been a fantastic experience. See, I thought mine was too niche. I thought my attention span was gone, you know? Years of playing games had ruined me, but no, honestly. It's still just as engrossing. How good is your handwriting compared to your aim? If my aim is like up here, my handwriting is here. It's not, it's horrid. Probably not like the worst you've ever seen horrid, but up there, honestly, it's quite bad. I chose my handwriting for better aim just because handwriting stream. Gotta make like handwriting like in benchmarks. You guys play 8K highest the most. I don't play 8K on most things. I generally just set it to 4K and forget about it. I have got it to run, and you can get it to run at 8K with like no worries in most games if you have a modern CPU. But for me, it just wasn't worth it, you know? Like 4K is almost all the way there.
All Hellcats destroyed.
And like no issues in any like game, any mode.
There's a power
How
core
long you live
nearby
for?
that
No
still
clue.
holds
Probably
the
not much
charge.
longer.
You
It's
can
kind of
use
late
it to
here.
get the other Atlan online.
I missed something. I've noticed that when I aim and move my mouse, long movements like flicking left or right, and sometimes small movements when I'm tracking my mouse, all my hand moves up a lot. Moves up a lot. Do you mean like this? Is that what you're getting at? No. Just at the end. I'll draw it in paint for you. Okay. I like this. I don't think this is something I've experienced myself though. Sorry. Why do I feel like Doing the Dark Age feels more tuned with tempo of the music? Like in tune or like toned down? I think they've improved the mix in this game a lot since it first came out. I remember thinking it was kind of really bad when the game first came out, like not the music itself, just the mixing. And now it's like fine. I don't think the music is like standout, but it's definitely not bad. I missed that Vagabond mod list. I think I tried to download. No, it wasn't that one. It wasn't that one. But it was a big mod list. That's strange. Why do you think it happens? Because I cannot. Okay, I was trying to figure out what's going on. Like that? I meant like the combat happens with the tempo of the music. Yeah, I think they've done a pretty good job with it. And I think the changes that they have made since the game's release have really polished that up. There were a few times earlier where I would get into a fight, the music would start going crazy, and like
Energy level stable at 92%.
it would just end. Like the fight would end right as the music gets going. But I think so far, like the latter half of the game, it's been pretty good. Like that. Is my hand just broken? I think you should start trying to integrate more of your arm. I think it's easier to get like super level linear movements with your arm than with your wrist. But I couldn't tell you specifically why that is happening, like off the top of my head. That would be my guess, but... Hey, this goes good PC matter for good gameplay. Yes, but I like to phrase it as like getting a better computer will bring you Holy shit. Okay. Getting a better computer will bring you closer to your potential. So it won't make you better. You were always that good. But it will make it easier for you to, you know, aim at your maximum potential. And I think it is an important distinction because like all of the improvement and progress you do on a worse setup like will translate when you upgrade. And it also means that like if someone doesn't put in as much work, like, you know, I have a feeling Matty still beats me on like, oh, I don't know about 60 hertz, but definitely 144 when I have 480, just because he's that much better at Kovacs. That's how I think of it anyway. You'd cook him? No, no. Like overall, no chance. Maybe in my best categories. What's your COD sense? I play 2.8 at 1600 with 0.9% ADS. First I got my new PC 2 years ago and finally went from 60 to 280 was crazy. That's so good. I never got an upgrade that large. How, like, did it live up to your expectations? Because I don't know, going into it, I would be like expecting world-changing, you know, performance improvements. And I'm sure it was, but how did it compare to what you imagined? I already applied my brother's 240 hats, so I knew what it was going to be like, but it was cool to have my own setup. He had a better setup than me at age 10? Crazy. Do you still run Kovacs every day? Not quite every day, and I haven't been, like, every day set in stone routine for quite a while. But I do play most days, and I think it does help me. Like, it's pretty rare that I will have a week where I don't play any Kovacs. This is so soothing. Thank you. I mean, this feels so bad, like breaking over the static threshold of the dynamic is so inconsistent when trying to do centering. I struggle with the exact same thing. I don't know if this is what you want to hear, because it kind of means like I don't have a good answer for you, other than that I don't think it matters that much. But I struggle with that a lot too. And like remaining consistent on those kind of movements I have found really, really tough. I don't know where I am meant to go. I'm gonna turn on a podcast and try the benches. Nice good to stream. Well, thank you for watching, and good luck with the benches. Was the announcement made already? Yes. The announcement is the ping, the pin. So I have Kovacs benches now. They're very work in progress, but yeah, you can give them a go. I believe. Do you use instant or gradual? I don't know. I don't think I notice it that much, which like sounds weird. I know it's meant to be a pretty big difference, but I don't think it's that impactful for me. when Raw Input episodes, there's one that we've recorded almost fully edited, and this stream will be the background footage because I think the only one who still needs to submit background footage, and this is that. So it should be up pretty soon. I want to say a couple days, but that's Pingu's project, so. Wait, I'm gonna have to make like 5 million counts. Okay, I'm gonna record your gameplay. I'm gonna record your gameplay so that it's 1 better and 2 you don't have to do that because it sounds awful. I feel like I'm finally getting to grips with this game's combat though. Definitely not a master of it yet, but are you aware of the concept of niching? I am not actually. Is there a shadow on your mouse pad? Yes, this is my mic. This is me. The light's above me. That way. So, not much I can do about it, unfortunately. How does it feel to be the best gamer in the series? I don't think I am, but thank you. Welcome back, Adora. It's going good. I'm really liking the game. They've made a few slight changes, and I think it's made it a lot more engaging in combat. I think it's really good. I think Nisha and Adora should be VIP. I agree, actually. How do I do this again? Is it just like that? Slash VIP. There you go. Hey, don't laugh at me. You're VIP now. Is it bad picking up your salami? I try to keep it down. It's a necessary evil. Like sometimes you will have to. Like you're here, you have to reset. But I think if you get into the habit of like you're here on your mouse pad and your gut instinct is to reset instead of continuing with your arm, like that's what you should focus on. Instead of, you know, getting faster at resetting. So basically when it's niching time, you miss all shots. Oh, that's an accurate name. What's the MP 360 you plan working on your fingertip aim? I play very precise scenarios on about 30 DM. I don't like going much lower than that or faster than that personally. You put pressure on your fingertips to grip your mouse a little, and I change it based on what I'm doing. I'm not like always like strangling the thing, but there's generally a little tension. What if you have a smaller mouse pad? Probably should get a bigger mouse pad. Is it normal to reset a lot on tracking scenarios, and should I change my sentence? Normal to reset a lot depending on the scenario. Like, yeah, there are some where you'll be like kind of forced into it. But I don't think it should be like, I don't know, like air voltaic. I don't have to reset very often at all. I don't know how to get here. Is it better back on the supply one because 2 Viper V3 Pro sensors broke on you? That's insanely unlucky, firstly. You were cursed. That's all I got. There we go. And, no, GPX is fine. I'm gonna have to go back in my mech, aren't I? Alright, well I might call it there because I don't feel like doing another mech level right now. Viscous, I hate this benchmark already, this tracking. Oh boy. You're You're in for a treat. There is one static scenario. But it's mostly tracking. Not all tracking, but mostly tracking. Ban me so I lock in for studying. Good luck with studying. I'm probably gonna end stream here. I don't feel like doing another mech level. So and then more people use tiny mouse plus glass pad that are actually good at static / dynamic. Dynamic, yes. Static, no. I don't think there are any top static players who use super fast setups. I know like Bartos has got some good scores on it. Shimmy uses a fingertip mouse. Clover has glass pad scores but no fingertip mouse, I think. But even then it's not like they're not competing with like, you know, Bulldog or anything. It's doable, but definitely harder. Have you attempted Echo Point Nova? Echo Point Nova. I haven't. What is it? I have heard of it, but I don't know when. Oh, it's that one. That one looks really fun, actually. Great stream, Laura. It's been nice having. Thank you. And thank you for being in chat. Where are you from in AUS? I am New South Wales, nearish to Sydney. Would you download a 60-second 2D aim test? Not on stream, but I have done like North Welsh, New Wales. Cool Welsh. You play Battlefront 2? I haven't actually. Next time you're in Sydney, tell me and I'll send you to my family restaurant. Oh, thank you. I don't go to Sydney very often. I'm like close enough to say near Sydney and then far enough to not feel uncomfortable about someone knowing where I live. Does that make sense? I think I think that gets the message across. Do you not monitor distance coefficient? No, actually. Hey, Juicy. Not too close to Sydney City, but kind of close. Yeah. I'm not on the same side of the Blue Mountains as you. We should raid Riley. True. Everyone go say hi to Riley for me. Riley CS _ I think. You have Blue Mountains? Yeah, we do. And they actually look blue. So, announcement. Really quickly, speedrun announcement. I made Kovacs benchmarks with Pinguify. Pingu did the spreadsheet, I did the benches and the score targets. It's pinned in the chat. Go play them. I'm looking for feedback. I hope you like them if you play them. Next stream Overwatch, probably more Doom or the finals. We'll see. Hey Sandman, we're raiding Riley. Wait, it didn't work. Flash raid. Riley CS underscore. Bye everyone. Final season 7. I'm so keen. Alright. Thanks for watching everyone. Been good chatting. Bye bye.